Hi dear students, how are you today? Are you fine? I hope so. Let's get started our today's program. Are we ready? Yes, let's start. Today we are going to study types of proportion, but the third type. What is that? Compound proportion. By the end of this, we will understand what does compound proportion mean and how do we solve the problems related to compound proportion. Let's get started. The proportion involving two or more quantities. The proportion involving two or more quantities. Okay, what do we call them? Compound proportionality. Okay, the quantities could be what? Directly, you studied direct proportion. Or inversely, you studied inverse proportion. Or both, it means mix. Direct and inverse proportion. Okay, let's get started. It was the definition of compound proportion. Rules for solving compound proportion. I categorized for you 5 rules that if you follow these steps, you will solve the compound proportion correctly. Okay? The first one, identify the magnitudes. It means that you have to know what are the magnitudes. Okay? Then when you understood the magnitudes, order the magnitudes. It means arrange them. Arrange them. I will show you by some examples, okay? Check if it is direct or indirect. As I told you, we may have two or more quantities. So we can have direct, it can be all of them direct quantities, or all of them indirect or inverse. And the last one, we can have both, direct and inverse. Transform the data into a proportional. When you understood that it is direct or indirect or both of them, so what? Transform data into a proportion. And the last one, calculate the value x. What is not clear for you? In here we have magnitudes A as A dash, B, B dash, and C, X. If these two are direct, okay, because we have to compare two magnitudes, two quantities, okay? If these two are direct and these two, B, B dash, C, X, are direct, we can write as a proportion. At first, try to write the one which is undefined. Okay, C over X. It means the value of X, you are going to find it. So write that first. Now you can compare. These two quantities by this. Okay, as I compared, A dash has direct proportion with C, X. It means again I write A over A dash. B dash, it has direct proportion and we write again B over B dash. Do you remember that if B and B dash has inverse proportion, how do we write it? Yes, we write it inverse. It means B dash over B. But let's do some more types. Okay? And here you see that A dash has inverse proportion with what? With CX. So at first I write C over X. It is equal to, because A dash has inverse proportion. How do we write it? We write inverse, A dash over A, multiply. B dash has inverse with C and X. So I have to write B dash over B. And the last type that we can write the compound proportion as this. If we have inverse A dash with C X, it means inverse proportion. How do we write them? At first we write C over X. That is equal to, because it has inverse relation. Okay? So how do we write it? A dash over A dash over, multiply. Because it has direct, B dash has direct proportion. So how do we write it? So we write it B dash B over B dash. It means that whenever we are going to check whether the proportions are direct and indirect, we have to compare with the value of X. Let's do some examples for you. Okay, dear students, now we are going to do some examples in order to understand better the concepts of compound proportion and how to solve the problems related to compound proportion. Example 1. A team of workers will build a wall of 400 meters square. In how many days? In 15 days. If they work, how many hours per day? 8 hours. 400 meters square, 15 days, and daily 8 hours. How long will they take if the wall has 600 meters square and they work 10 hours? What is not clear? Days. Okay? And here in short I want to solve this problem. Okay? That's as a proportion we are going to do it. Okay? Meter square, 400 meters square, daily 8 hours, and in 15 days they will finish. And if it is 600 and they work 8 hours per day, in how many days they will finish? At first, as I told you the steps of that, I arranged and I now know the magnitudes of these points. Okay, let's get started. At first I have to write the value x, or the fraction x. 15 over x is equal to, I have to compare with all of them in order to understand direct or inverse proportion. At first I compare this with this. What do you think? If we have 400 meters square, it takes 15 days. If we have more than 600, how about the days? The days also will increase. It means we will have direct proportion. Okay? 400 divided by 600 without any change. And then in the next step, I have to compare 15 over x with this. Okay? Now, if the team work 8 hours per day, it takes 15 days. If they work less than 8 hours, so the days will increase. The days will increase. It means that it is inverse. It is increase, but this decrease. Okay? And I have to write inverse. 10 over 8. 10 over 8. After multiplication, you know the simplifying of this. So you will get 15 over x is equal to, after simplifying these, you will get 5 over 6. 5 over 6. Now, we have to do cross product. After doing cross product, 5 multiply x is equal to 15 multiply 6. So you will get what? 18 days. So these, and it means that in 18 days, the team of workers will build a wall of how much meter? what? 600 meter square. Another example I want to do for you. Example 2. 15 men are working 10 hours per day. Can finish a job in how many days? 20. And 15 workers or 15 men. Now, how many men employed to finish the job in how many days? 15 days. If they work 12 hours per day. So men, hours, and days. And here we have solution. Okay, 15 men, if they work 10 hours per day, it will take 20 days. And how many men should work to 12 hours per day and finish it in 15? Okay? So, in here, what is important? That you know which one is inverse or direct proportion. At first, I have to write what? 15 over x, which is equal to, I have to compare with this. Is it direct or indirect? If the men are 15 and they work 10 hours per day, so now we see that if they work 12 hours per day, it means 2 hours much more. So the number of men will be decreased. If the time increase, the number of men will be reduced. So it means that it is inverse. So we write it inverse. It is 10 over 12, but I have to write 12 over 10. Now multiply. I have to compare with the next. 20 and 15. If 15 men are working, that job will finish in 20 days. If the number of days increase, I have to employ more men. Okay? So it means that again this is inverse. So I have to write inverse 15 over 20. So I can simplify it. For example, in here 3 and 4. Okay? So I can cancel it 1 and 3. So 3 multiple 3 is 9. Over, what is this? 10. So I can have cross product. So 9x or x is equal to 15 multiple 10 over 9. And this can be the answers of this problem. It is your job that try to find it, and it is the number of men that they can finish this job. And I hope that you understood the lessons, and if there are any comments or suggestions, they are most welcome. And follow up our channel, YouTube, Afghan-Turk Marif, and hope all of you all the best.